Alright, and some of you may think, well, it's getting tricky, 4 times 12. There's a couple of things you could do for 12. You can go somewhere you know, like, well, I know 4 times 11 is 44, because the 11 times table is pretty easy to remember because of its visual way it's written, and we'll cover that in the 11 times table tips. But then, okay, you say 4 times 11 is 44, I know that. Well, if I want to make 12 times 4, or 4 times 12, it's the same thing, then I just have to add one more group of 4. So if I add one more 4 onto that, that will give me the 12th group of 4, and 44 plus one more 4, let's just write that a bit better, shall we, plus one more 4 does equal 48. But we'll cover that in the 12 times table tips. Now, one thing I want to point out, what if you got something that looked a bit scarier? What if you got, oh, I don't know, what if you got 7 times 4? And you think, wait a minute, I've learned this great double trick, but now I've got 7 times 4. I don't know anything about the 7 times tables. So, well, what you probably notice about multiplication, it has this thing called commutative property. So commutative property is when you are able to really go either way. You can go this way, or you can go that way. So 7 times 4 equals 28, and so does 4 times 7. It also equals 28. So, because it has this commutative property, when you flip them either way, it still gives you the same answers. You'll say 7 times 4, you go, oh no, I don't know my 7 times table trick. But I do know my 4 times table trick. I know I can double. So you can just kind of flip it around and double the 7. Double 7, let's write it in the same colors. Double 7 is 14. And double 14, what is it? You guessed it, 28. Right? Double answer. So, I'm wondering if you could guess what the 8 times table trick is. Okay, I'm going to try and write small here. You've got to be patient. So, yep, we double. Let's see if I can do this neatly. I'm slowly getting better at writing with this thing. So we double, then we double again, and then we, what do you think? You guessed it. We double again, and that's what gives us the answer. I'm going to have to write this down here, so excuse me for not squeezing it in correctly. Okay, so let's give it a try. Let's start on the simplest one. We all know what 8 times 1 is, but let's show you why it works. Double 1 is 2. Double 2 is 4. And double 4 is 8. Okay, let's try it again. Double 2 is 4. Double 4 is 8. And double 8 is 16. Alright, let's go to a few obvious ones. 5 times 8, once again, a lot of people skip count on their 5 times table, but let's give that a try. Double 5 is 10. Double 10 is 20. And double 20 is 40. Pretty neat, huh? Alright, there are a few things that I do want to remind you of, just because it helped me when I was learning times tables, that some things rhyme, like 6 4s. 6 4s are 24. Notice how I flipped it, commutative property. 6/8 are 48. It has this rhyme that helps you remember. 6 6s are 36. So something in the 6 times tables, which we'll cover, that can also help you. Sometimes a simple rhyme does you the world of good. Okay, let's go further down. Those same examples that we saw over here, let's do it on some numbers where they get a bit harder, a little trickier. Let's do the 8 times 7. So we have double 7 is 14. Double 14, that's not too hard because double the 10 is 20 and double the 4 is 8. And then you put them together. So double 14 is 28. So let's write that one in. And you might think, oh, double 28, that's getting a bit big. And it's true, doing that mentally can be a bit tough. But let's do what we did over here. What is the 28? The 28 is really a 20 plus the 8, right? And if I double this 20, what would double 20 be? Well, we did it over here, didn't we? Double 20 is 40, and double 8 is 16. Then we can skip count along, 40, 56. The more times you do this in your head, the quicker you'll get, and you'll just end up knowing it straight away. But you just have to persist. Do this, take that little bit of time and do that in your head, and you'll get better at it. Doubling the numbers is important, so it's good practice to try and get better at it. Now, yes, there's a neat 9 times table tip. A lot of people know it. I will show it in a video, so look out for that. So I may leave most of these for the really quick and neat 9 times table tip, but that's another video. Let's try the 8. One more. Double 8 is 16. Double 16, let's do that because it may be a little tricky. So we've got 16 is 10 plus 6. That's not too hard, is it? And then we have double 10 is 20. Double 6 is 12. Skip count, 20, 32. Double 16 is 32. And double 32 isn't so hard because double 30 is 60 and double 2 is 4. You put it together and it equals 64. Okay? And here we go, just add the 0 to the 8. When you times 8 times 10, gives you 80. Here is a little visual trick. 8 times 11, you got 88. And you can add one more 8 to the 11 to give you the 96 on the 12. We'll look at that in another video. So I hope this has helped. They're neat little tricks, and as we look at the other times tables, you'll see that these doubling tricks can help you solve a lot of the other answers for the other times tables you don't know. So stay tuned for the next one. Let's have one more look at how it works. 2 times table, you double to get the answer. 4 times table, you double to get the answer. And the 8 times table, you double to get the answer. See you later.